Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president of Nigeria, has replied Wike over some of the statements he made against him and made against the move that he had taken to get Nigerians together to wage war, political war against Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027. But interestingly, also, you're going to see that Atiku Abubakar has a lot of people that are working against him. Don't forget, fairly recently, Bode George has spoken against him also, that in event of him getting the presidential ticket from PDP come 2027, that the party will collapse. Now, another very key stakeholder in PDP, who is also an ally of Wike, talking about Fayose, has made a strong statement against the political career of Atiku Abubakar. We're going to see all of this in a jiffy. But first of all, let's listen to Atiku Abubakar, the 2023 presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, and get to hear his position about some of the statements that Wike made during his monthly media chat, which took place some few hours ago. Now, according to the news, the 2023 presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, has described the minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, as a traitor who is working to undermine the People Democratic Party. Recall that Wike stated during a media chat in Abuja on Friday that discussions about a coalition to remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu were insincere, adding that selfish motives drove those leading the effort. Wike accused Atiku and others of avoiding the problems plaguing the PDP, adding that they are simply interested in becoming president and not willing to work to build a party. Reacting to the accusation, Atiku, through his media head Paul Ibe, said Wike has no moral authority to discuss integrity, accusing him of betraying the PDP. Speaking to Punch, the former vice president argued that the coalition comprises genuine Nigerians committed to ending the APC style of governance. In his words, and I quote, he said, Wike is not in a position to talk about his sincerity. This is a man who betrayed the party, a man working with the APC to destroy and undermine his own party and the interests of Nigerians. So what does he know about sincerity? Nothing. If he wants to speak on sincerity, let him talk to his principal Tinubu, an absentee president running government from the presidential villas WhatsApp group. Wike should be sincere to President Tinubu to return home and do his job. Wike is not in a position to talk to anybody. Wike is working against his own state where he was once governor. He is trying to ensure that he has absolute control of the government in Rivers, working in Kofu with Abuja to get the governor suspended. It is unfortunate that they just open their filthy mouth and speak on things they know nothing about. As for coalition, the sincere Nigerians are determined to end the reckless, irresponsible, clueless APC government. Nigerians want to reclaim their country. The coalition presents Nigerians with a vehicle. Atiku Abubakar and others who are involved in it are just tools to an end. This is about Nigeria. Now, let's also hear the position of Fayose about the possible emergence of Atiku Abubakar. They stand as the emergence of Atiku Abubakar as the presidential candidate for the People Democratic Party for 2023. What his stand will be. Fayose, the former governor of Ekiti, has declared that he will not support the People Democratic Party 2023 presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar should he choose to run again in 2027. Has been reported that Fayose, who has been outspoken about his disagreement with Atiku, reaffirmed his position during an interview today or some few hours ago. According to him, he says, I publicly worked against Atiku, and I am saying for the second time, if Atiku comes again, I will work against him. It is time to learn our lessons, Fayose stated, making it clear that his stance remains unchanged. Fayose attributed much of the party's current crisis to the decision to zone power to the north for the 2023 election, following an 8-year term by a northern president. According to him, he says, after 8 years of a northerner, it is the turn of the southerner, which could involve someone from the east, southwest, or south-south. He pointed out that the decision to return power to the North made by some leaders within the party was the root cause of internal problems with the People Democratic Party. According to him, he says those who gave or zoned power back to the North caused all this problem, and he emphasized the need for respect for zoning agreement. Fayose also stressed that while personal preferences for politicians like Nyesom Wike or Peter Obi could vary, there should be an unwritten respectful understanding regarding the power shift. According to him, he says, you don't have to like a Wike, Nyesom Wike or a Peter Obi, but there should be an unwritten, respected, gentleman understanding of power shift. Reflecting on his action during the 2023 election, Fayose reiterated that he has worked against Atiku's candidacy, a decision he said was made for the good of the country. In his words, he says, don't get it wrong, I worked against him. Atiku, 100%. Nigeria is bigger than the PDP or APC. As he said, asserting that his actions were driven by national interest rather than personal animosity. Fayose also addressed the issue of party discipline within the People Democratic Party, stressing the need for accountability and adherence to zoning agreement. In his word, he says the party must be equitable, the party must be accountable, the party must be transparent. He said the party or parents that is irresponsible will produce irresponsible children. They will produce rebellion. They will produce anger. He remarked, emphasizing that internal democracy and fairness were essential for the party's success. Looking ahead, Fayose said, after Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's tenure, if God gives him a chance at a second term, let Southerner come out. We are leaders at that time. I will be over 70 or about 70. I will come out straight that a Southerner cannot be the president of Nigeria. This is quite interesting, I must say. Atiku Abubakar does not have any chance where Fayose and Wike is. While Atiku himself says, I will get enough coalition to get out these irresponsible APC government that have put tears in the eyes of Nigerians. Now my colleague is in the house and we just want to look at this in a jiffy. What's your standpoint on the fact that Atiku is fast losing all the needed support from the People Democratic Party? And some few days ago, we also heard from the son, Shamsuddin Bala, that's the son of Bala Mohammed, and he told Nigerians that, come on, that there's no way he can get Atiku Abubakar can get any iota of support from his father, considering what he did against his father's re-election in 2023. Do you think that there's a future for Atiku Abubakar? Do you think that it's time for him to retire from politics?
This is personal now, and I feel that most people out there share the same sentiment. I think it's game over for Atiku Abubakar. I think at this rate he should be playing what we call fatherly figure, more of a kingmaker than a king himself. This is a lifelong dream he has been driving over 30 years and 3 decades now, and he's still driving it. Yes, he probably may use Buhari as a yardstick or as a tool of testimony. After all, Buhari pursued until he got. At this rate, honestly speaking, the timing is wrong. Wrong in the sense that there have been several betrayals. He betrayed Jonathan. When Jonathan was in the APC, in PDP, he worked against Jonathan just for Buhari to get in. And one good turn deserves another. Whatever seed you sow, you will reap. Don't forget when he was the VP to Obasanjo, he literally made governance a living hell for Obasanjo. One good turn deserves another. I guess that's probably one of the reasons why he never wanted BK around him, because he believed karma would probably repeat itself or do a hard one on him. And don't also forget, at this rate, on all sincerity, it would have been nice for him to give all his support to his political son, quote unquote, like the person that Peter B always says, my elder brother. He would have given it to his younger brother in politics, that's Peter Obi. Give your full support to Peter Obi, because at this rate, honestly, he's probably too old. Nigeria cannot run this. We have done this with Buhari. Buhari was an old man. Now we are doing it to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, another old man. Doing it to Atiku, another old man. That's 888. That's 24 years of old men rulership. Come on, we can't be doing this. Let's give it to a young person for a change. I believe that Atiku Abubakar, the signs are there, except he just wants to waste his money. And if PDP, in all sincerity, but they just said it, if this ticket goes to PDP, PDP is gone. Yes. Totally gone. I think with all of these signs, he should allow his personal dream to die at this stage and give it full support to Peter Obi. If he really wants to wrestle power away from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, give that your support. Tell all your Waziri people to vote in Peter Obi. Then negotiate something along the line.
All right, that's what we'd like to leave it. Let's make it.